Will the Legion Go 2 be the king of the handhelds?
Oh.
I just love the clickbait titles.
Well, it might be.
Well, I mean, yeah. Will it
Yes.
out-punch the CLAW A8 and obviously then the Xbox Ally X that's coming a little bit later this year as well?
Because they're the only other two like mainstream devices that we know are going to be launching with the Z2 Extreme.
Yeah.
And like soon, you know.
And it just on paper specs-wise, well, there's some unknowns. We don't know what the the Ally X's 8 AI calls, whatever it is.
The Lenovo Legion Go 2
Yes.
and the MSI CLAW A8 will be launching with the Z2 Extreme.
Yes.
The Xbox Ally X is going to have the Z2 AI Extreme.
Yeah.
So it has actual dedicated like AI cores in it, essentially.
And until we start seeing benchmarks and getting hands on, it's totally no way of knowing how that's going to affect performance.
Yes.
AMD are quoting it as their flagship of the Z2 generation.
Yes.
So it makes sense that that'll be the most performant, but we still don't know for certain.
No, everything else is exactly the same as
Yeah.
the Z2 Extreme. It's just got 50 like tops for the AI.
On paper, the Legion Go 2 from Lenovo looks like the most spec'd version of this generation.
Yeah. By a fair long shot, to be
Yeah.
fair. Not just down to its sheer size, because it's effectively a laptop.
It's absolutely giant.
Yeah, it's massive, just like the original one.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's still an 8.8-inch screen, so that's a massive 16 by 10.
16 by 10, 8.8.
Yeah.
It's a chunky monster.
Yes, yeah, 1200p.
Everything about it feels large, almost too large for a handheld, I'd argue.
For me, yeah, I think 8 inches is the sweet spot for what I would want. Yeah, because it just feels right in the hand. I'd argue.
Yes,
Yes,
it does. Yeah.
7-inch seems a bit on the smaller side, so it's funny that Xbox are going with that now.
Yeah.
However, when you look at the Ally X, like I actually really like the size of it.
Yeah.
Because it's very portable still. It's nice and compact. But the Xbox Ally X is going to be bigger again just because it's got the huge horns now.
Yeah.
We've got the big controller horns, so it will feel bigger. That's the only reason why I feel like they could have squeezed in an 8-inch
They could
screen.
have. They could have gone like 7/9, like Switch style.
Yeah.
But the big question, one of the big hesitancies I have with the Legion Go 2 straight away is, whilst we're talking about ergonomics, is that the ergonomics, it doesn't look very comfortable.
Yes.
If you have like giant hands, I reckon you'll be all right with it.
Yeah.
But like the positioning of the joysticks, the left joystick is asymmetrical layout, which is fine.
Yeah.
But there's not particularly any throw on those the kind of Joy-Con parts, whatever they call them, the detachable controllers.
The Joy-Cons, yeah.
They're Joy-Cons. Let's be fair.
Yeah, they copy Nintendo. Come on.
And because the left Joy-Con, the left joystick, which you kind of are going to be interacting with the most, is right at the top of a very long
device.
It's going to be a real stretch. I just feel like with that much weight and that much thickness, I'm going to be overstretching a lot for that.
Yeah, it doesn't look as comfortable as I'd hope, to be fair.
Yeah, so that's an issue, and it doesn't look particularly pretty. The trade-off of the Xbox version is that it looks ugly subjectively, but looks like it's going to be super comfortable.
Yes, yeah, it's going to be super comfortable.
The trade-off here is that this looks ugly and doesn't look comfortable either.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Just because it just looks too big for me.
Yeah.
I think for the majority of people, it's going to be heavy.
Yeah.
Like this thing's going to be heavy. 8.8-inch screen. It is thick and chunky. So trying to like hold that thing up for like extended period of time, it's not going to compare to the Xbox Ally X in terms of comfort.
The one thing that I'll hold on to with this, which is a good news story part of it, is that you won't be able to hold on to it for a long period of time because it only has a 74 watt-hour battery.
That's not far off an 80 watt.
It's not, but okay, you've got the Z2 Extreme processor in there, which can go up to 35 watts.
Yes.
You also have the 8.8-inch, 144 hertz VRR OLED panel in it.
Yeah.
The combination of these things is going to be very power intensive.
It's going to be draining hard, especially because you're going to be wanting to throw like big games at this.
Well, you've got the most performant device here, so the whole idea is you're going to be running at least 30 watts pretty much all the time.
Probably, yeah.
So what are you going to get, an hour and a half runtime?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I would argue the Z2 Extreme chip's all about efficiency. So for me, I'd be running this at like 17 watts because we've already seen that we'll be getting around a 30% improvement, especially according to MSI, for the uptick on going to the Z2 Extreme, versus the Z1 Extreme I'm comparing it to. So 30% increase in performance at 17 watts is huge.
Yes.
So 17 watts should be pretty good. But I agree with you. If you're maxing this thing out, powering that screen, that's going to be taking a lot. And it's weird because we always thought OLED was more power efficient because it turns off the pixels. But according to Asus, and this is their words to us, it's actually not the case.
I remember them saying that one of the reasons, apart from VRR, was that not having OLED was more battery efficient.
Yeah.
So I still don't understand that, because I was with you. I always thought OLED was the more efficient option.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you ask the internet, that's kind of what it'll tell you as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say, Asus say not. So either way, 144 hertz as well. It's
a lot more compared to the MSI and the Xbox, which is going to be 120 hertz.
Yeah.
So another 24 hertz.
I'd argue as well, do we need that kind of incremental change? Are you going to be getting anywhere near it to even justify the added cost of it?
Indie games, yeah. Like you'll be running them up, but I would argue, are you really going to see that much of a difference going from 120 hertz to 144?
And so the added manufacturing cost, the retail cost then, and also when we're talking about efficiency at this part of the conversation.
Yeah, will
the
drain
energy
the battery.
cost.
Yeah, it will definitely drain the battery more, having that much more, faster refresh.
It's kind of crazy. There's some huge, I would say huge as well, I'm not going to overblow it, 32 gig of RAM.
Yeah.
And because it's the Z2E, it can be up to 8,000 megatransfers.
Yes, but we don't know what they're actually putting in.
Yeah, we don't know yet, but it would seem daft for them not to when they've got that headroom.
Maybe that's one of the things they fall short on. Maybe they go...
Where the compromise is.
Yeah, the compromise, yeah. So maybe they go, here's 32 gig, but it's only 7,000 or 7,500 megatransfers, whereas the other ones are going to have 24 gig at 8,000.
That's an interesting comparison in of itself, isn't it? I guess you'd argue when the speed difference is that small, the added headroom of capacity is probably going to be more beneficial.
Yeah, because you'd be able to split 16 gig to system, 16 gig to VRAM. That would be pretty good. But
having that much capacity as well, when we start looking at the Xbox OS rollout, and how efficient that is going to be.
Yes, yeah.
It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, this device will excel once Xbox OS gets launched to any device.
Yeah. We don't know if it's going to ship with SteamOS yet either.
No. Well, it's Lenovo, and they've already got a partnership with Valve. They've done the Lenovo Legion Go S, 20,000 iterations that they've got.
Oh, why so many?
So there's nothing saying that there won't be a SteamOS version.
Now, I've got a little bit of a suspicion about this.
Yeah.
In these leaks that we've seen, which we'll go into in a minute, one of the benchmarks we saw wasn't labeled correctly.
No.
And in the details of the image, you can see that it's actually a Z2 that's being benchmarked.
Yes.
In the Lenovo Legion Go 2.
Yeah.
Not the Z2E.
Yeah.
Which suggests there's multiple variants of this device.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they did with the Go S.
Yes.
And one of the variants, the slightly lesser variant, had SteamOS shipped with it.
Yeah.
It would make sense that they do that again.
And in each version, because it's Lenovo, they just do every minor incremental change. So you can get the Z2 Go chip or the Z1 Extreme, and then different RAM amounts, and then that varies between whether that's the Windows white device or the black SteamOS device. Do you know what I mean? There's all these changes, so maybe they'll do that again.
It's great giving customers choice.
Yes, I do agree.
But what it does do is absolutely corner Lenovo into absolutely being stuck into the PC market.
Yes.
And now, arguably, that makes sense because it's a PC device, they're a PC company, all the rest of it. But the landscape now is that handheld gaming is opening up to the console market.
Yeah.
Steam Deck was the thing that really opened the floodgates for the PC side of things to be open to console players. If you're going to give people that much choice, you're just going to confuse the majority of console gamers.
Absolutely.
It's just too much choice.
It's confusing. They won't understand.
No.
We've already seen that with the Lenovo Legion Go Windows version that's got the Go 2 S chip in it.
Yep.
And you look, it's like half price right now.
Yeah, 300 and something.
It's like £320 here in the UK.
It's cheaper than the Steam
and you
Deck.
can find it cheaper than that again with some stores offering 10% cash back if you buy it.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like insanely, it's cheaper than the Steam Deck, better than the Steam Deck in terms of performance.
Yeah.
But every review, it's like review slammed because people are like, I thought the Z2 Go was meant to be better than the Z1 Extreme. Like, it was confusing, and it's not the case. It's like, so I feel like they're doing themselves a disservice by offering too much choice.
Yeah.
It's fine for like us because we'd be able to read the specs and know, but for the average user, probably won't understand. So I feel like they should release the Legion Go 2 as the top end Windows device.
Yep.
All like balls to the wall.
Yep.
Like everything maxed out, one variant. The next variant, which is the Z2, not the Extreme, maybe has less RAM or something. I don't know. And that's the SteamOS version. And there's one of them.
Yeah.
So you got two devices. SteamOS one, a little bit less performant. You know, the Windows one, super performant. Yeah. And if you want to stick SteamOS on it, well, then you know how to do that probably anyway.
I think AMD are trying to do everyone a favor in the handheld space with this because we've not seen the Z2 yet. Out in the wild.
No.
And it feels, looking at the specs of it, it looks like exactly the same specs as the Z1 Extreme.
Yeah, it's just a rebrand.
So it feels like exactly that. It feels like a rebrand.
Yeah.
Which would do the whole landscape a favor. When devices now launch with the Z2, you know you're safe.
Yeah.
It's this generation and where it sits in the landscape. But currently, until all these devices hit the market, currently the best performant AMD processor is the Z1E.
Yes.
But you now have Z2 generation processors out there that are less performant than
worse. Yeah.
And that's, like you say, that's getting confusing for customers. People are review bombing products because they're getting less performance and they've traded in their Ally X or Ally.
Yeah.
And then they're going, oh, well, I'm getting less now. It's like, you've traded down.
Yeah, you've backstepped. Yeah, exactly,
So I think AMD are doing everyone a favor with that. But that doesn't stop the fact that it's still confusing because in the Z2 generation... I think there's like 6.
I'm pretty sure I know them off by my head.
Okay, I've got them here.
There's
5.
You got the Z2A,
yes,
which is the worst one.
Awful.
Yeah, which is going to be in the new Xbox Ally white one.
Yeah.
You've got the Z2 Go.
Well done.
Which is the next one up.
Yes.
Right, which is what we see in the Lenovo devices and stuff like that.
RDNA 2 still.
Yeah. Then you've got the Z2.
Yes.
Which is a rebrand Z1 Extreme.
Exactly right. RDNA 3.
Then you've got the Z2 Extreme.
Perfect.
Which is, going to be almost top end.
RDNA 3.5.
Only like superseded by the Z2 Extreme AI, which is in the Xbox Ally X.
Absolutely. And the only difference between the AI and the Z2E is those AI cores or tops or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
50 AI tops.
Yeah.
I still don't know what that means. That's a
we
language.
have no idea.
A language that I'm not used to.
No.
And we don't know what it does.
No.
But yeah, even those 5 variants, it does make it confusing. I wish, and it's just selfish, just for consumers, I wish that Lenovo didn't dabble in so many variants.
Yeah,
just
doing every single one. Yeah.
It was a criticism even of Xbox, and they're only doing 2 with Asus.
Yeah, I agree.
But
that's already going to be confusing for people.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And I know, hands down, most people are going to buy the baseline version of that Xbox One with the Z2A in it, and possibly disappointed.
Yeah, I think so too.
Onto the benchmarks then.
Yes.
Or actually, before that, just
okay.
September launch is the possibility from the leaks.
Okay. Yeah.
No word on price yet.
No.
But
so
rumours about 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon we should see, hopefully, maybe at Gamescom.
I think it's going to be there.
A release date. Yeah, if it's there.
And maybe some hands-on. Well, they showed the prototype hands-on, didn't they?
Yes.
Way back at the start of the year.
Oh yeah, it was like February or something.
So I think we'll probably see them. And obviously, if they are being leaked out by the factories now, benchmarked and teared down and stuff, they're obviously out there somewhere. Onto the benchmarks. And this is where it started to get confusing and we start to pick it apart.
Yeah.
The first benchmark shown was the mislabeled one.
Yes.
And this clearly shows it in the video as being the Z2.
Yeah, Z2. Just the Z2. The Go 2. Z1 Extreme rebrand.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were playing that Wu Chang game that everyone loves to do benchmarks on.
Which is funny because it's performs poorly on AMD products.
Yeah,
it's like an NVIDIA like tuned game. Yeah. So, okay, fine.
Yeah, medium settings, 1050p.
Yeah, so it's the one down from 1200p.
Yeah.
So it's effectively the same as going from 1080p to 900p.
Yeah.
But it's just a 16 by
kind
10.
of a sweet spot for those handheld devices.
Yeah.
20 watts. And so they're comparing this with the CLAW.
Comparing, I like that.
Yeah, comparing this with the CLAW A8.
Yes, with a Z2 Extreme in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at 20 watts, the Go 2 gets 40 FPS and the CLAW A8 gets 49 FPS.
Yeah.
But they're running different processors.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hilarious looking at it.
It's kind of stupid, yeah.
And the headlines for all these leaks were like, the Legion Go outperforms. And the first benchmark they show
was that. Yeah.
It's that. And it's wrong as well.
It's like, okay.
But it's interesting that the difference between the Z2 and the Z2E there is, from 40 FPS to 49 FPS.
It's over 20%.
20%.
Yeah.
At 20 watts. Which again plays into that efficiency thing. How much better it is there. It ties in with the numbers we were talking about before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now a like for like, both using the Z2E, the Shadow of Tomb Raider benchmark, running at 1080p. The Go 2 ran it at 49 FPS.
Yep.
And the CLAW A8 ran it at 44 FPS averages. Nothing about the 1% lows or anything like that, just kind of average.
Just like, that. So it's about a 10% improvement.
10%, yeah.
But we do need to take it with a pinch of salt.
Yes.
Because there's still no uniform driver support.
Yeah.
This thing's a prototype.
Yes.
So
both of them.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, the A8 is available in I think Taiwan. And China as well. Yeah. It's out there. Whereas this Go 2 is totally a prototype.
Very true. Yeah.
So the driver support is going to be a thing. The other thing is obviously the Lenovo Legion Go 2 has got 32 gig of RAM.
Yeah.
We don't actually know exactly how close these benchmarks were. Did they use exactly the same settings? Was everything
very vague,
as close as possible? Do you know what I mean? Where did that fall in line? And also, so you got 32 gig of RAM in the Go 2, but also the cooling's going to be a big factor because the Legion Go 2 is so massive.
Yeah,
I suspect it's going to have much greater cooling than the MSI CLAW A8, which is a smaller device, thinner device.
It's going to have hard to know, isn't it? 5 FPS difference from 44 to 49.
10%.
It's 10%. It's a step. Is it enough of a step? Here's my question. Is it enough of a step to justify what's inevitably going to be the added cost?
Yes.
But also the added size and weight problem.
Yeah, that's a big factor, isn't it? Yeah, size and weight is going to be a big thing.
Because if we're just looking for performance and get a laptop,
you're
going to get better performance.
Yeah.
But obviously size and weight is less portable.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got this big thing.
Yes.
When you get into this size screen, this size ergonomics, you're touching upon that territory.
And at the price point, this is going to be
100%.
well over $1,000. Do you know what I mean? So you're into just get a laptop with a dedicated GPU in it,
and you'll have much better performance.
Yeah,
and it's still kind of portable. So it's it's just a trade-off, isn't it? Every car can go faster with a bigger engine, but at some point you're going to have such a big car. Do you want to drive that thing?
Exactly. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to drive like a Humvee around the lanes here.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You'll just be sat on your drive and that's it.
So yes, it's exciting to see performance increase, but at the cost of portability and weight and cost, I'm not sure that amount of increase is worth it.
No. And
which I didn't think I'd ever find myself saying.
No. Yeah, that's true. And I reckon the cheapest device out of all of these will be the Xbox Ally X versus the A8 by MSI and the Go 2 by Lenovo. I reckon the Xbox Ally X will be the cheaper one. And arguably, we'll probably see even more performance because we know that that's the only one that's going to be so far launching with the Xbox operating system, the trimmed down Windows operating system, which we know claws back 50% resources.
And
so
I'll say something spicy now as well.
Go on.
Okay. Yeah. Also, you're going off the track record of Asus and the Allies so far for the past 2 years over the track record of MSI and of Lenovo, of their devices over the past 2 years. If I was going to take a bet on one of those three, personally, I'd bet on the Asus.
Well, that's exactly what Xbox did. And that's why they went with Asus.
Well, it's no surprise, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They, for me anyway, and I think if you were to be objective, I think they were the kings of the let's call it the last generation now.
Yeah. Asus by far were the best,
Like just all round.
Yes, yeah, and they've got the best software by far.
That's a big thing.
Massive thing.
Like MSI have really improved it, looking at that overview of the Core A8.
It looks better.
Lots better. It still looks a little janky.
Yeah.
And maybe a bit too many options for the average user as well.
Maybe, yeah.
It's kind of, when they were getting into the wattage modes.
Yeah, I mean,
suddenly you had 3 modes. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but it looked quite simple. You've got an AI mode, and then you've got like a performance mode, and then like the
this is peak
manual
performance mode.
Yeah. So I don't know. I know with the Lenovo Legion Go, I was seeing a lot on Reddit of people complaining there wasn't enough updates. So it was being left behind. Which is kind of sad. So hopefully they change that.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for me is the OLED VRR screen. We've touched on it so many times, but it has to be said again.
So exciting in the sense of, I think we said it in a podcast recently, of like, it can go either way, and I'm excited to find out.
Yes.
Like, if it works and you don't get VRR flicker on it, and they've just brute forced their way through it, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
It opens the floodgates for everyone else.
Yeah, it's a win for the industry if that's the case.
We're all going to get OLED with VRR on all the handhelds from now on, because no one's going to sit by and watch that. If it doesn't work like we suspect, then it kind of ends the conversation finally.
Yes.
As to why does the Switch, why does the Asus, why don't they have OLED? Like, well, that's why. Look at it there.
Yeah.
Look, it's even with like £1,000 of hardware, it still can't do it.
Yes, yeah. And OLED VRR flicker is just inherent with OLED technology. So it's going to be there if you're using an underpowered device. And
you know how you fix it.
Oh, yeah.
You turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn off
yeah,
VRR.
that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so cap your frame rate and you're fine. And to be honest, that is a workaround. If you just die hard wanting an OLED screen and this thing still ends up having VRR flicker, some people might not be susceptible to it, especially if you don't play like dark games like, I don't know, Alien Isolation or something. But
be awful.
If you're just playing like real bright games, then you probably won't even notice too much. But yeah, if you're into horror games and stuff, you totally will notice if it's going to have VRR flicker. But the solution is just cap your frame rate. So as long as you can lock it at a frame rate so it's no longer variable, the flickering will not happen anymore.
Yeah.
So that is a solution. If you absolutely just want OLED, then that's cool that this has it. I suspect that it will still flicker. I mean, Asus have come and said to us there's a reason why we're still not going OLED, because VRR flicker is still a problem. So we're not doing it, and we'd rather have VRR on an LCD panel than an OLED without VRR.
My suspicion is Lenovo are betting on 2 things happening there.
Yeah.
One is what you were just saying, people not being as susceptible to it as everyone else is assuming.
Yeah.
And the second is with the increased headroom with the hardware, that the games, at least right now, may be able to brute force their way through that problem.
Maybe.
But even at 35 watts, it seems like a stretch, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, the only way around it is to have high enough 1% lows to not have so much of a variable that you then no longer have a flicker. Because that's the problem, is when it's fluctuating between 2 quite drastic FPS numbers, that causes that contrasty OLED VRR flicker that we see in the dark areas only.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've touched on it loads. There's whole videos on the channel.
Someone put a comment on one of our lives today saying you should be called the VRR Flicker podcast.
Yeah, it's all we talk about.
I just feel like we're the only ones like saying, trying to be sensible. Like, this is the reason.
Yeah. It's real.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's exciting.
It is
exciting. It's exciting to see.
Yes.
It's weird to think that we are seeing the next generation of PC handhelds.
I'm glad someone just doesn't care and is just pushing it out.
Definitely lost their job. They definitely lost their job.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But it's really exciting. What will come out on top? Actually, let us know what you think is going to come out on top. Xbox, MSI, or Lenovo in the next generation. It's really exciting to see. And whilst you're down there in the comments, make sure you like the video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content. And what else could they do?
You can become a member and you can talk to us both over on our private Discord.
It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
So until the next time.
Bye.